Which agents or MemeCoin AI, call it whatever you want, should we buy? So we are back on CreatorBid. I think it's one of the hottest AI launchpad right now. So they are launching a bunch of coins, or like committee members are launching coins, and few of them are very interesting. And first thing first is, like, I think I have seen quite some FUD on agent on Twitter by people saying that it's just like a ChatGPT plugged on Twitter, and then people think like it's going to be like a revolution or whatsoever. You know, it's for the same thing. I think most of these people are sidelined mid-curve and like completely lost the trade, or they are not like in, and that's why they are FUDing, you know. But in the end, you know, I think every good agent starts with a basic feature. I would say like a simple LLM that could be sometimes fine-tuned to be very, very relevant. We have seen it with Dolos, you know, the way it was tweeting was very, very funny. And then they add some features and they add some innovation. You know, we have seen music with Cerebro, AIXBT is a hot one. You know, I shielded it like really, really early. And it's just tweeting things that are very relevant, you know. And now we are going to go on like CreatorBid and just try to generate two of the agents I have selected, to try to say, how can we due diligence, how can we say, do I invest or not? So the first one is Agent Elgo, which is a very interesting one. So we'll look at the price action after on. But the very interesting one is like, it started a simple way, and now they are added things that are very relevant. Like the cool thing is, like, you know, as I mentioned, you know, it starts with an agent and then they add things, you know. It could be like, for example, cross-chain efficiency, because this one is listed on Base and Solana. And so definitely the agent is capable of like exploiting like every arbitrage opportunities. So that's the thing, you know. It's like a new thing that I haven't seen on any other agent, you know, and that's something that is cool. And so for me, it's always the same thing. You want to have, and you want to focus on agents, smart ones, like with like an IP, like something that is cool, that N is hiding like innovation or like smart things. Also, like they added like some things with like BitTensor and whatsoever. And let's not go too much in details, but that's very interesting. And the agent like just got started. So I have a small bag that I purchased like really at the launch because I was monitoring them. So it pumped like quite hard. And now it's about like, where do you buy, when do you buy, and everything. Okay, so sorry, misclicked. So yeah, I think it's very important to like monitor all these agents. You know, if you really want to make it in the agents, I would say meta, you need to like DIR all these agents, follow them, to not really ape like randomly at a random level. You know, that's the thing with like this one. You know, with this one, you know, it pumped quite a lot, so you don't want to enter here. You know, but if it has some pullbacks and you see they still have some innovation and anything, why not, you know? I found this one very cool because it's like, I'm the quant, you know, so hidden legacy of a Wall Street most brilliant quant. So that's a very funny one. So that's one that got launched like really recently. You can see like 31 of December. And so this is one like you want to monitor, like follow the tweets, and like start to get like, do you like it, you know? So of course here I'm biased because it's tweeting about quant stuff. So I'm like, okay, it's interesting. So, but I will go in depth, read all the tweets and get the feeling of how is it going. So you have the price here that pumped quite a lot, already like almost 5,000 holders. I think that's one very interesting thing on like Base, is like the number of holders like grow very, very, very fast compared to Solana. So I don't know why. If you can explain, tell me. But just to go back, you know, so I invested and like bought like Cerebro below 40 million FDV. And basically because I felt like when it launched, so it was like 3 months ago now, so it was a different market, but the agent was cool. I felt it has some innovation in terms of IP. You know, the IP was like very unique. And the last thing is like, we got like new stuff being released, you know, and the thing started to pump. So I took profit like on here because it was like sidelining and I was like a bit scared. So I took profit here. So I made a decent trade, and I don't know, you know, because after that, I don't feel this one, for example, is like building enough for me to say if it dips at a relevant level, like let's say 200 million, I want to buy back, you know, but it's just my opinion here. And people say that the agent meta is like too big now, like they're fading it. I just feel it's like not, of course, getting started, but we're going to have like a bunch of coins that will be like bankers. And you know, AI16Z is just smart. Like if you look at the team, how they execute, the way they tweet, the way they build, bunch of things are coming, you know, so it's very hard to be sidelined here. And we have very few agent above like 50 million FTV. So of course it's coin market cap, so it's not like counting all the agents and anything, you know, I know it, but still. But one other thing that is very important also in this, like I would say, how to find the next agent is also to bet on launchpad that are building those agents. That's why I'm an investor in CreatorBid. That's why on Q42 we offer the opportunity to invest in Buzz.fund. So it's not like agent related, so it's more meme coins. But still, you know, these are like the easiest plays for me, you know. It's not about like finding the agent or whatsoever, because it's pretty hard, you know. As I mentioned, you have to spend a lot of time. So that's why I think this video was about like, do your own research, don't like invest blindly because it's agent, and try to figure out things that are, okay, is it an agent? First thing. Second thing is like, because sometimes they say it's an agent, but not really. Second thing is like, do you like the way it tweets, or like, does it generate some way to engage, you know, with like people on Twitter? And then do they have some innovation? Third thing to see. If they start to have some innovation, it's a very cool thing. And I would say the fourth thing is like, do you feel they have a roadmap, or they are really building it and like they have a bunch of things coming up? And I think if you have the four things, then it's about more trading and identifying where you want to enter, and then like, you know, starting to build in conviction of this agent, you know. But you know, that's my thesis, you know. I don't believe in like investing randomly and like waiting for it to pump, you know. I prefer to do some research and everything. And it's not that easy, you know, so it takes some time and everything. So that's why if you don't have much time, you rather like invest in like the companies itself rather than the agent. But I really recommend you to try to go check like the biggest like 30 agents and try to read their tweets, get the vibe, what's going on. Do you feel that they are building and everything, and mentioning like my 4 factors. And based off that, you're like, do I invest or not? What's my take? How I manage my risk and whatsoever. So that was just me sharing like some few things on how to get your small, I would say, beginning like your investment thesis on agent. And then you can go a bit like deeper, like on-chain metrics, who is buying it, is it backed by like some big KOLs or like smart guys of the industry and everything, and then you build up your conviction. So yeah, that was it, guys. Bullish agent for 2025.